way they were able to get Wumi to Abuja. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to serve her because nobody has any address for Wumi. So people who are saying Wumi is in her house, do they know her house? Have they gone there to see that she's at home? You understand what I'm saying? So their own job is to do damage control and be telling you nothing, nobody can arrest you, nobody can touch. Nobody is above the law in Nigeria, trust me. And let me tell you something, if you think you have people that are supporting you and are trying to destroy justice, this case is so open that even those who have been helping you, they won't want to come out again. They don't want their hands to show inside this case. It's a mess. So please, let's just be focused. If we say we're fighting for justice, all this pulling people here and there, this one is not working, that one is not working. If they are doing something that is leading us towards justice, let's just ride with them. If you're under G, no problem. If you want to arrest people and bail them, we will see you, we'll put you aside. Then we'll move on with those who are still ready to keep driving. There are still people in that house that have not been arrested. At least we don't know. We need DJ Bami to be arrested. We need Ade West to be arrested. We need OG, the photographer, the guy that was sitting in the car with Mohbad. Nobody is mentioning him. There's Ayan, there's Zlatan. All these people are people that should be questioned. Nobody is talking about them. You're just dragging hosts, dragging panelists, dragging people. You're supporting this, you're supporting that. We need those people to come and tell us what happened so that we can get the truth. So that's my own position. Thank you.
Mommy,
Yes, please, just give me a minute. I just want to say something.
Mohbad and Mohbad.
Please,
They need to
I
be
just want
taken
to say something.
for questioning.
Can I say it?
No, hold on. Let's take it one after the other. Please. Okay, go ahead, Kobe, before.
For those of you saying that Wumi is at home chilling, just be playing, okay? Be playing. Wumi, pate atutu. Wa mo bi toju e wa. Goodbye.
Okay, undercover. Who is undercover?
This is Supervisor. This is undercover 001. Yeah? That means that. How are you doing?
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, the undercover 001. I actually need to correct my name properly. The undercover 001. Right. Okay, so Supervisor, I was listening to you, yeah? I heard what you were playing. I think the thing here is, I don't like to castigate anyone, but Supervisor, let's just say I know a little bit. But let me put it this way. See, the thing here is you can blame the high-handedness of the police, and that's about it. I would not say, okay, it was right for spending to be picked up and then, whatever, handcuffed, crossed his hand, whatever. No. They could have done it properly. But you see, the thing is, and you also have to look at it from another mindset to say, what was the motive of this? They just thought if they get one person, maybe they can use it as an insight. They interrogated him, they asked him questions. Then from there, they can then say, okay, fine, let's get more like that. I think they're trying to reinvestigate this case. Whoever wrote the petition and all of that, they're trying to the other team wrote the petition, UAG or Yomi, whatever, anybody. They're just trying to get a headway into this case. The police, did they handle it properly? No, they shouldn't have maybe rough-handed him or whatever. But as the lady other said that, okay, the Shamsodion, that's just their pattern, which obviously should be corrected. But you can't just, how do you want to say, destroy all the motive or the reasons why that was done. They're just trying to get a headway in. And they thought if they picked up the boy, maybe he can say something and they can move from there. As a matter of fact, they still have to get all of them, not just spending. Every one of them, and ask them questions again, so that what they said in the coroner inquest, which was a lot of stories here and there, they can tally it up. The one that tallies up, then they can say, okay, fine. And the one that doesn't tally, they can do more investigation and find out who are these real culprits. What they said in CTC, the coroner inquest, what they said in the police station are two different things. What they have even said on social media are two, if you want to say, three different things. So there has to be that synergy where the police needs to do their job as they need to do it. They need to investigate as a homicide unit. But sometimes, to be fair, though, they could pick you up unawares. But the issue of having to manhandle you or whatever is not there. They can call you in for questioning, ask you what they want to ask you, and let you go. And that's it. But let's not make a big fuss about it. And just like Iselflex said, Lady Iselflex, she said, at the end of the day, result is all you need. Whoever is working is working. There's no need for division or whatnot. You just need to get to the bottom line of it. That, okay, they're able to do a proper reinvestigation to this case, and they get to the bottom of the case, know what really happened to this boy, and that's it. And all of these things, you even want to blame the police to say, You actually need to do your job, though, without having people having to push you or kick you off your butt to want to do a reinvestigation of the case. Put the blame where it is. You saying you want to, what do you say, petition A, B, that's some bullshit right there. You at best, you petition the police, according to him, he said, the commissioner said, oh, he knows it was the high-handedness. They didn't handle it properly. They should have, if they picked up the boy, ask him questions, get him, okay, this is why we're getting you in. We want to ask you questions. If he was saying, no, I'm not, then you can say, okay, you can justify that. So the police, of course, they're at fault. I'm not going to sit down here and say, okay, because I'm undercover or whatever is my name or whoever I support that is right. No. However, that doesn't mean that you jeopardize the motive of why these other people or whoever it were, you, me and UAG, whoever they were saying, let's go and find out or get to the bottom of this case. No. So the police acknowledges their beat. They want to do whatever. They do that and keep it moving. They still have to pick up other people anyways. Simple as. That's what I have to say, though.
Yeah. Supervisor, can I say quickly? I want to drop quickly. I want to say something.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. You see, I have to correct this. None of us have seen any video of how Spending was arrested or how he was, the way they said he was handcuffed, chained, dealt with. You can't just accuse the Nigerian police like that. Sammy Jojo coming out there to say, did he see the day they picked Spending? Spending should be the one to come out and say these things. You can't just come and lie to the Nigerian police.
Spending will not come out and say the truth. Even Spending will never come out and say the truth.
People are allowing this rumor to spread. It's annoying me because Nigerian police can just, you are not a criminal. They don't even know yet. They're just doing you're just a suspect. They can't cuff you like that and treat you badly.
Exactly.
No. It's a bloody lie. They are lying. They are trying to make it look like as if Nigerian police is bad.
I have a video. Yeah? I have a video in my possession where I saw where they picked up that Spending. I don't know. I need to see if I can play it. Supervisor, you have to give me some minutes.
They cannot do that to him.
Down, though. He was sitting down.
Bloody lie.
I don't want to judge. I don't know what happened, but regardless,
I have a video too.
Don't try. You should not allow them to destroy our Nigerian police. Our police are not like that. I will not be in support of that. That Spending was dealt with. Spending should come up by himself and say it. Bloody liars. Sammy Jojo, you are a bloody liar. You're just a fake human being. That one time I never trusted you. I know you were. I told people, this guy, the way you are an infiltrator, you come in here as a mole. You are a liar. Please, Nigerian police, we never do such thing. Thank you.
Yeah, if you have the video in your
other cover, please don't play it now. We want them to play their own, so we'll not bring out the original copy of it. Because we will surely come out and debunk it.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, sorry, undercover. Please, I think people say we should not play the video now.
Okay, that's fine.
Should she play it or she should not play it in the comment section, please?
I think you said
the video, okay, they said the video is everywhere already.
Okay, now somebody said it's everywhere, so.
Undercover.
Fine. Should we continue with the
I want to ask you a question. You know,
okay, go ahead.
What is Baba Mohbad and Iya Mohbad still doing in Lagos? They all need to be in Abuja too. Baba Mohbad told us
100% be in Abuja. I agree.
Yeah, they should pick all of them. They should do a proper investigation of every one of them. Simple as. But we're not saying we're not saying they should dehumanize them though. So
hold on, let me ask a question. TF Kenny, what is Baba Mohbad crime that you're going to pick him up for? If I may ask a question, sorry. TF Kenny.
Mohbad went on Punch and said Mohbad died on Monday. He needs to be questioned for that. He said he saw blood. He needs to be questioned for that. Iya Mohbad said, I called my son my son and Wumi called me on Monday. And he said, Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká rí kú ọmọ o. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká rí kú ọmọ o. And we heard a voice out of Iya Mohbad saying, ṣé màá wá jẹ́ kó gba àdúrà bó ṣe ṣe fún Mohbad. They should all take those voices there and those publications there and go and question them. That is just what I want to say.
So I think they're doing.
Mọ̀mí TF Kenny ṣé mo pé bí kan wà náà tí bàbá sọ pé alẹ́ ló pọ́ mọ́ mi tí wọ́n bá ṣe DNA òun á mú ẹni tó pa ọmọ òun síta. That is another proof too pé okay ṣé wọ́n mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní.
But ẹ tí ṣe DNA now.
wọ́n lè fààyè lẹ́ẹ̀kan ṣe DNA náà ni.
But I think nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ ń sìn the matter wey dey DNA.
Àǹkànjú ni
my brother.
ìrìn ọgọ́rùn-ún ọjọ́ kan ló máa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀. We will get there. I'm overconfident that we will get justice. Ẹ jẹ́ kó kálukú máa sáré kìràkìtà káàkiri. They will keep exposing themselves until they have nowhere to run to. Then the judgment will come. Let's keep on pushing. Thank you.
Yes, ma mo support ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ sọ yẹn. A kàn máa jí lọ́jọ́ kan tá a máa gbọ́ pé wọ́n ti arrest àwọn tó pa Mohbad ni. Ṣé rí gbogbo ìgbìyànjú wa yìí wọ́n ti tẹ́mi kàn ṣáà gbàdúrà ni pé ìgbìyànjú wa lórí justice for Mohbad kò ní já sásán lórúkọ Jésù because people are really working. We are working day by day, night and morning.
You know, sorry, let me say something.
Working. Papariano is doing his own. Olori Ebin is working.
Mommy, Monjola, you know what I want to say is that, you know, when I saw the publication in Punch, even though it's kind of tilting in one direction, but at least it's telling the world that this case is still live and is being investigated. And that some private investigation has also been carried out for more evidence. We don't really know what is out there, what is available. Because sometimes when you bring all the evidence to the timeline, it gets compromised. But the truth of the matter is that it will be very difficult to sweep this case under the carpet. If they could have done it, we won't even be talking about it more than 2 years after. But they haven't been able to do it. So it's really a problem. It's really a problem for them. And so that's why we have to keep the...
Please, can you help us read the one on the Punch? So
we have to keep talking about it. We have to keep the pressure going on. That's why I said anybody that wants to work for this justice, let them continue pushing from all angles while we continue to support in our own way. But let's forget about losing focus. Focus on the case. Leave people. Don't keep abusing Ezoflakes. I'm not the one that killed Mohbad. Let's focus on the people that they need to pick to come and tell the truth. The whole family, they said they are doing a re-investigation of the case. That means they start from, they start afresh. So let them pick everybody that had any form of contact.
Just to say, there's Ezoflakes, just
God
to say,
bless you, man.
To add to what you've just said.
Any pickable, even can pick Baba to be Omo.
Everybody.
They should arrest him.
Well, at least they should investigate. They should question everybody all over. Sorry,
They should arrest Iya Mohbad, arrest Baba Mohbad, Adura. Gbogbo àwọn tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ Saudi, they should arrest every one of them. Ẹ̀rí pọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ máa lójútùú. But àwọn tó yẹ kán gbé wọn tí arrest wọn. Kọ́kọ́ kí bàbá àti ìyá ìmọ́lẹ̀ náà. Àtàdúrà tó mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yẹn kọ́ fún àwọn tó kulẹ̀. Let them just arrest Baba Mohbad, Iya Mohbad, àtàdúrà. Ẹ̀rí the truth will come out. Gbogbo ìtàn dára aláàmú yìí. Wọ́n mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe. Gbogbo ohun tó dẹ̀ pamọ́ lọ́lọ́ máa tú síta láìpẹ́ yìí. Ẹ máa wòran.
Torturing people. I'll call you that donate money to be torturing people. I will call right.
Excuse me, wait. I'm trying to calm down, everybody.
I'm done.
Everybody calm down. Sammy, what's the time? Calm down. Love me more, calm down. Sammy, Jojo, calm down. Calm down. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Now, let me come up and put some light into these things and give my own submission and my own thoughts on this. Okay, so I drop them or they drop themselves. Okay, so that there will be no rancor here. Mayor 25 Olori Buruku ni. Shebele king bomb me. ṣebẹ́lẹ̀ kì í gbọ́ mi olórí burúkú ni ẹ̀yàn kan ti send nǹkan sí mi nísinsìnyí olórí burúkú ni ẹ mo máa publish nǹkan tó ń send kan record mi ṣebẹ́lẹ̀ kì í gbọ́ mi aláìyá yín ni mo jẹ́ sẹ́ mi gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe show kẹ́ má gbọ́ ẹ máa gbọ́ secretly náà ni ẹ nílé admit ẹ ní public olórí burúkú ni ẹ what the person that sent me that screenshot thank you very much I can post it now I post it later thank you very much. Now let me go back to spending's issue. A lot of things. First of all, I was not even aware, like I said, that Spending was arrested. I was, and like somebody said, and people were like, I want Supreme. You guys accord me too much, okay? You are like to put my name into everything, even though I was not even involved. I did not even know he was arrested. Later, they're trying to take credit, and it was Yomi that arrested. Yomi is working, so we should contribute. We know the truth, okay? Is that Lagata come up? What truth do you know? My job, we know the truth. Come here. Lagata come up. You say, we know they are trying to attack your name. Oh, okay. All right. Me, I did not even know Spending was. I was busy. I've not been on TikTok, okay? I was busy. Good busy, not bad busy. Good busy that is going to fetch me mullah. Good one. So, anyway, I did not know. I heard it from when she was talking, they're trying to double cross. Yomi is working, so they went and double cross. It was Yomi that is that they arrested Spending, spending. Oh, mama saw be a kind, you understand? Oh, she's trying to talk through her nose so she can have that accent. But it was from her. I heard it, actually. And I was surprised, and I said I would call to investigate if Spending was indeed, in fact, arrested, because I didn't know anything about it. But I've not even called until Entolong. I've not spoken to Sammy Jojo, Rotesam, or my team for few. I've told them I've been busy. I know they make group calls among themselves, sectionals, but I've not really called to speak to them. Because I've been busy with life. So I did not call, but I forgot. Then later, I think yesterday, I heard it from Olori Buruku's platform. They were actually playing a video. They were playing the audio of Queen. That was where I heard most of it again. And I heard that he was released, that Sam Jojo was responsible. And I didn't know. And this morning, I made a call to a friend in Justice for Mohbad, and I asked, Kilo Shele, Shamu Sammy Jojo ni, Shamu Spending ni, Wopwe Sammy Jojo lo bail is Spending. How come? Kilo Shele, ba. The person gave me a runoff, like in a summary of what happened. So I said, okay, I will call Sammy Jojo. But then I had to come out to correct some few things. Okay. Number one, I don't know anything about Spending's arrest. I didn't even know he was arrested. So for the fools that have been mentioning my name, Bemono Arifa lo si Abuja, Awala Lomba She Yomije Uri Yopi. I didn't even know anything. I didn't even know he was arrested. Now, if it was my team, now they still now saying Sammy Jojo Lolo Bailey. So if I was the one that arrested him, and Sammy Jojo is still my team member, and he went and Bailey, you are all confusionists. You are confused. Baba Mohbad who is fooling who? You are confused. In one mouth, you said it was Supreme's team that did it. It wasn't Yomi. Some people say it was Yomi, the Supreme double cross. Then Sammy Jojo is Supreme team, and Sammy Jojo went and bailed Spending. And it made confusion everywhere. Anybody, I think you all need to. I'm the one spending the money. You all need to.
Okay, please, I want to ask a question. please permit me to ask that question. I want us to listen to that Rote Sam and Sammy Jojo side again. If I can play it back, I want to know something. Maybe I'm not privy to that before. Please, if some people can maybe clear that side to me very well. I listened to Sammy Jojo where he said that he was the one who bailed spending. I want to know the stand of Rote Sam as well. Yeah. Why I'm saying this is that because Rote Sam was on this platform. There was a particular time where we were talking about what's it called? NGOs and the rest. They came up and he said that there will be an NGO on ground, even though I would never be in any support of any dehumanization of anyone. You understand? So, but I would still like to see a video, probably where they arrested spending, and according to what he said, that it was dehumanized, it was handcuffed, both hand and leg. I would like to see that video, because one thing with me is that I don't jump into conclusion of anything, you know, people can say whatever they want to say or do whatever they want to do. They have a reason for doing, you know, those things. But what I can say is that I will like to see a video of that before me. I can now say, okay, but if there is any dehumanization on anyone, I will not be a party to that, and I'm never going to support that. And I believe if police going to arrest anybody, there has never been any judgment that has been passed that it was the one who by Mohbad. No judgment. So I still don't believe that. Probably that maybe police dehumanize him, they lock them up in toilets, and so on and so forth. So until I see a video, you know, of that, then I will say, okay, this is terribly, you know, bad. But for now, I'm not going to say anything about that. But if it happens that he was dehumanized, that is not good. All right. So he was supposed to be invited and definitely go to that station and give his own whatever account that he can give. So no place or no room for anybody to be dehumanized, you know, because the case is still under investigation. So that is why I said I'm not going to talk about that, but I will love us to analyze, because I want to know exactly what is going on. Because Sammy Jojo said he was the one who go to Abuja to bail spending, and he was dehumanized. So that area is what I don't get. Why would they dehumanize him? So I really want to know. So that is my own side. I'm going to play the video back again so that we can all listen. Understand, right? So yeah, Shaman, I guess so.
Hello, brother. Before you play the video, I'm a little bit curious, and I don't know if I can get clarity on Sammy Jojo. Although I don't know him, I know he's a very stupid boy. But what is his name? Yeah, close it. And leave it. Just leave everything. I will not. So what is this? As in, it baffles me. I don't know how I can.
That was the reason why I said I want us to listen so that we can all clarify that. I want to know where everybody stands. That is why I'm saying we need, because I was listening to that voice note and the program. I'm not understanding some things. I want to really understand clearly.
I don't understand.
Yes.
That's why I just sit on.
So I want to really understand, you know. So that is why I say I want us to listen.
You don't see what you talk. Because they laugh now. Supervise. Sorry, I'm in a public transport. I believe if he claimed or said that they rough handle him, he can write a petition and sue the police. So I don't think that one is our own problem. Or what do you think? He has the right to write a petition and sue the police.
You're right. You're right.
Let me say something. Sorry. Good afternoon again, or good morning. The issue of spending being manhandled, we saw when Damola was arrested. He was not manhandled. He was arrested where he was standing. We later saw him in an aircraft flying to Abuja. And so it wasn't manhandled. Well, the issue of spending being manhandled, we haven't seen any video to that effect. But what I know about the police anywhere in the world is that if you resist arrest, they'll use any means to arrest you. So if you are trying to resist, whether violently or in a subtle manner or whatever, police can decide to switch on, aggression on you. So I don't know at what point. It is only spending that can come out to tell us how exactly he was treated at the time he was arrested, because we heard that he was chained and kept in a cell in Lagos for about 3 days before he was now moved to Abuja. And I don't know why they would do that, but from the publication, they said he was questioned and later detained. What did he say that made them to detain him further after questioning? And I think they kept him for about a week or maybe like 10 days. So if they kept him for that long, what were they doing with him? What was he saying? Because, anybody can be detained and come out to say, I didn't say anything other than what I've been saying all along. But police, the way they work, if you understand them, you will know that there's no smoke without fire. When they're trying to extract information from you, they'll use any means and they'll get you to confess. So, and of course, there are further arrests from what we've heard. After spending, Wumi has been invited. We are hearing that even maybe Adura too has been invited. That's yet to be confirmed, but some people mentioned it yesterday. So more people will still be invited based on that. But what Sammy Jojo is saying is not alien, is not strange to me personally, because I've watched Sammy Jojo from the days when they used to go and curse themselves on Papriano platform in the early days with Abati and all these people. And Sam Jojo never left Wumi's team. You see, when you see Sam Jojo is not going to Temi's platform, but Sam Jojo is friends with MFM. He used to go there a lot to go and give feedback, and they remained very good friends. I don't know if they've stopped being friends. Now you see that there's some kind of alliance somewhere, but they're trying to mask it in a way that people will not really know that Sam Jojo never left anti-justice team. He came into justice to try and mingle, find out what you're working on, and get information back on how they can scuttle it. That was very evident in the way he behaved when Adra was arrested and King White. You see from his body language and all the moves he made at the time. And then now with this spending that he came out with his full chest to say he does not owe anybody any explanation. I mean, by the time spending is being built by, what's his name? Sammy Jojo is standing as surety for spending, and he's coming out with his full chest to say he does not owe anybody any explanation. It means that he has gone rogue on us, and he's not like, look, you guys go to hell. I'm back to where you've always known me to be. About Rotex, I'm not sure where that his own aggression is coming from, but possibly they've always been working together. We just didn't know, because the way it was going on and on about this spending thing, because we all know that spending was in that house. Spending was in the car throughout the time that Mohbad was at the show. He was in the vehicle with Wumi throughout. He didn't come out of the car. What was he doing? He has a lot to tell us. And he went home with them. He was in the house that night. He went out at 3 a.m. with Darusha and Bami. His name was mentioned there too. So you see, Spending has been mentioned in so many places that Spending has something to say about this case. Darusha, all of them, they need to round everybody up, including Baba and Mama Mohbad. Whatever was reported to them, they should come and say it. What do they know that they're concealing? Everyone should come out and tell the truth. But for me, I'm not surprised that Sammy Jojo never left to miss him. He was always working for her. Always working for her. Maybe he might be in King White's team, because, at the time he was on about Mama Mohbad was who he was particular about. Then after some time, he came out and said, Adra is going down. Then Adra was arrested and he switched again. So the guy has always been a mole in the team. Trust me. So that's what. And then there's something I wanted to also. Thank you. Then one other thing I need to clear. I was listening to a live that had been recorded where chairman was saying that the issue of presidency issuing directive to the IG to investigate a case, all the IG will do is to just move the case back to Lagos. No. I've been involved in a case before that is so personal to me that involved a member of my own family. The IG has the prerogative to determine where a case is investigated. If the IG says the case should be transferred to Abuja, so be it. If he says move it back to Lagos, so be it. But it can't, it's not automatic that as long as it is Lagos, it must be moved back to. For investigation, I mean, if it's a court case, fine, then jurisdiction will matter. But in terms of investigation, if you have issues with your investigation not being done properly in a particular state, and you escalate it to the IG, and the IG finds it worthy of being reinvestigated, or if he thinks that you have a very strong reason why that case should be reinvestigated at another location, he has the right to say, move it to Abuja. That happened to us. We had a case at the Lagos command, and we felt that it wasn't being done properly. We escalated it, and the case was moved to Abuja. When the court case came up, it was moved back to Lagos, but the investigation and all the culprits were found out. So there's nothing that says they must be moved back to Pantino. So what is happening at FCID Abuja right now is not out of place. I think I should correct that because I've been involved with one and I know that is a possibility. It's not a hard and fast rule that it must be done in any particular place, especially where the IG has been involved. IG can decide that a case should even be moved to Calabar to be investigated if he thinks that the investigation will be done better at that location. Thank you.
Chairman, are you there, or should we just continue first and listen to that person so that we can do our analysis properly? Chairman?
It's probably
I think Chairman.
You didn't hear me.
His arrest, Ekolobiri, you can ask. His arrest.
Kúnlé Joseph olóṣèlú náà pa àwọn mú wa ní gbogbo wọn ni wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ àìgbọ́n orílẹ̀ ń tọ́lọ́run. It's been a while. I know so. Yeah, I'm busy. You know, I told you I was busy, right? So what's up? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Mo gbọ́ pọ́n ní wọ́n ló lọ bẹ́ẹ̀lì spending.
Number one thing is this: I owe no public or anybody any explanation. But because of the respect I have for you, that was why I had to do this. I owe nobody any explanation.
Correct.
And like I said, I'm not a likable person and I don't want anybody to like me. Do you get it? But I want to say something. You cannot use injustice to get justice. And I repeat, you cannot use injustice to get justice. Spending already have a case in court. He is standing trial. And for some group or person that decided that they're going to use one hand or use the police to manipulate things, they have to stop. His arrest, Ekolobiri, you can ask, his arrest from Lagos. He was detained at Lion Building for 3 days, handcuffed, both his leg and hand, to Abuja. Ṣé òun ló pa Mohbad ni? Ṣé òun ló pa Mohbad ni? And that is wickedness. That is wickedness from the pit of hell. Why can't you people, whoever is involved, do the right thing? Follow due process. Why kidnapping him from Lagos to Abuja? Nobody ever said spending pipe Mohbad. Why using that force to get nothing out of nothing? You are only making a mockery of the Nigerian police system and also going to put yourself in deep shame. Not petition. Petition is invitation. Somebody, you have to come and prove. Petition me based on anything that you cannot prove. If you write a statement about me, Sam Yoyo took this, he did this, you must come with your evidence. To those who wrote the stupid, fallacious, whatever petition they wrote against spending, what are their proofs? They wrote the petition and they ran away. And that is wickedness. Not all the police force knows about Mohbad's case. Not all the department knows what is going on in this case. Think they can use one person. I stood for his bail. I used my details, my passport to stand for his bail. I stood as a shorty for him. And at this point, who is also Mohbad's friend that is grieving, whatever, either is saying the truth or is lying. He is a Nigerian and he has right. He has right. Stop this oppression. What happened to spending is oppression. And it need to stop. So Wumi's lawyer at Abuja, yes. We had a conversation, yes. Wumi came there. She walked into there. She wrote a statement and she left in there. No invitation. No, and I repeat, no invitation. It was not. Wumi went there based on what she heard online. I had a conversation with Kabiru. I even apologized to Kabiru, lawyer Kabiru. Sorry about that day at the court, the way I reacted to you. There is no permanent friend, there is no permanent enemy. If you are seeking for the truth, you must stand by the truth. Nobody knows who is lying and who is saying the truth at this point. But stop contributing money to oppress people. You have to stop. I had a conversation. You know the funny part, the most craziest part is this. The lawyer that wrote that petition did not even know that the case pending is standing trial. The lawyer that wrote that petition was not even aware that this same petition, this same guy, what you wrote petition on him for, is standing trial. Why don't you guys just wait for the judgment? What you did, is it lawful? And I say this, let me just say this, for a commissioner of police to say to my face that thank you for not petitioning my office, knows what is at stake. I repeat, for not petitioning my office, knows what is at stake. I might not be coming, like I said, I owe nobody any explanation on this TikTok because I believe there are a lot of mad people, dogs, illiterate, and you cannot use injustice to get justice. If you want the truth, do it diligently. I'm not a likable person, but I will stand on the truth. I will stand on the truth. And I believe maybe one of these days, maybe Spendy will have a press conference, whatever, anyway he chooses to say it. But what you people, that group, had done, if you have actually affected the Nigerian police system, you will go down for it. A warning to you people, what you have done. If at the end of the day it escalated, you to law competition, I know you know me, I don't know you. I don't want to mention your name. You will run away from that Abuja. No, I'm not capping. Petition is not a death sentence. If you write a petition to somebody, they are going to send an invite. The most fucking crazy part, Spending was not even invited. Hold on, please. Okay, Mr. Rotes, yes.
Sorry, 1 minute. I just want to address the people who asked the police to lock Spending close to the toilet for 3 days. The boy did not eat for 3 days. And you have your own children at home. Just because of a madness of justice for Mohbad, you push that boy into torture. You try to mess with his mental health. And at this point, I am calling out Boss Man and Kudi. The recording you have on Spending, why did you not give it, please? He did if you had any recording. I'm giving you 3 days to bring out that recording to the public, or you are a bunch of bomb bastards. What you subjected Spending to, they will do it to your own children. They will do it to your own grandchildren. Hey, you think you can stay in Canada and Dubai, wherever, America and everywhere? We won with God. I'm calling all of you out. You are wicked. You subjected that poor boy because he gave out number to call the nurse, and you subjected this. You messed up with this guy for 2 years. And because of money regarding Westo, you continue persecuting this boy. What effing justice are you looking for? What effing justice are you looking for? Injustice. The same Mohbad that you're saying you're looking for justice, you are cursing his son. Who gives you have you got the guarantee that the boy is not innocent and you're cursing him? If Mohbad was around and looked at every one of you today, he would spit on your faces, you bunch of idiots.
Super vibes.
I'm ashamed and I'm out of this movement. You a bunch of lunatics. What justice are you looking for? You put people, subject them into injustice. Do you think you can get justice by torturing people to confess falsely? Have the fear of God in your heart. That's my party's word to all of you. Have the fear of God in your heart, because you do not have the fear of God. You are a bunch of evil, devilish bastards. I drop my mic. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen.
So Supreme, I said, I am not going to speak much because I just want to pass this message. Should what to competition here? Take it up with you. Competition here. You go to stand. No see. I am going to take it up with you. And that petition, we will open it and you will come with your evidence. Know how I operate. You know me.
Yes, please pause. Okay. See, there is the tone I heard from Rotex Sam. He said, what effing justice are you looking for? He said it like 3 times. It means that he himself was never looking for justice. And this is a major unveiling for us as people who have been fighting for justice. I don't know what justification Rotex Sam will have for what he said, or why he's asking what effing justice. What the F justice are you looking for? It's only the anti-justice that ask that question all the time. That what justice are you people looking for? The justice you are looking for, making it look like they're talking to someone else. Meaning that he was never part of those people looking for justice. I think as this case drags on, we'll begin to see more and more people unveiled. And it then means that you can only be sure of yourself. You only know what you want in justice for Mohbad. And so don't keep assuming that somebody is a member of your team or somebody is on the same page with you. Because if anybody will tell us that, or will tell me personally, that Rotex Sam will make the kind of declarations that he has been making since on that platform, I'll be shocked. Because this is the same person that wanted to put down an NGO to use for fighting justice. Means that he would have switched it on everybody. And then over the years, he's been like fighting for justice. I've been seeing him on Supreme's platform saying the right things that will seem as pointing us towards justice. But this anger of Spending's arrest has actually brought out a different kind of Rotex Sam since I started seeing him on platforms. So I think we should be very careful. Who is Amida? Please let me to mute the person. Thank you. So I think we should be, as soon as we identify anybody that doesn't seem to be on this journey with us, we shouldn't start to parry any kind of information. We just say it out. We don't think we are working for the same thing. We might all be fighting for justice, but what kind of justice are you really looking for? Are you looking for justice to nail those who fight this young man and that they must go down? Or are you looking for justice because you want somebody to be secured from going down? Because some people are working against justice because they don't want those who actually fight this boy to go down. They don't want this case to be dug to a level where some people will be exposed. Sometimes people think that everyone is focusing on Wumi or focusing on the people in the house. Are you sure that there aren't other people who were influencing this thing from the outside, who, when this case is really investigated and they do a deep dive into it, they will not be exposed? And, like we've always heard that when we hear those who are truly behind this case, we might be shocked to our bone marrow. So when we see people like Rotex Sam coming out, and these are people that like to spend money, Rotex Sam is one of the major donors in Justice for Mohbad. I'm sorry to say, is it one of those people that the funders are using to move money around in Justice for Mohbad? Because he always donates money. And those who are big spenders, we need to start looking into, the source. I mean, we've all contributed. We all gave money on GoFundMe. We all put money in Access Bank, put money in Wema. But sometimes when all these other monies are being raised on the sidelines, some of us are involved, but Rotexam has never, been found wanting. He was always there to donate. So if he was donating and we thought he was donating towards justice for Mohbad, and he's saying these kind of things, and he's now talking about spending like this, spending that refused to tell the truth, spending that was with Mohbad from his house to the show and back, and spending was the one that was, we were told introduced the nurse, and now Mohbad is no more, and you think spending doesn't have questions to answer. If there's anybody in that case that needs to tell us, apart from Hadura, Wumi, Darusha, spending will be the next person. Those four, they can't go anywhere. They must talk and they must tell us the truth before we even start going to Baba and Mama, because Baba knows the truth, Mama knows the truth, but the truth is what they were told. But the people that were really in the eye of the storm, that were right there at the scene of the incident, spending is one of them. I'm never going to believe that he left the house before Mohbad passed away. He was there when he passed away. And maybe that's why they handled him roughly. Maybe he resisted arrest. Maybe he didn't see it coming, because I'm sure they've been guarding themselves and, being careful. And he went to court, he went back home. Maybe he had a heads up. He left, he went back home. He thought he had hidden himself, but they went to pick him from his house. So, Rotexam, I don't know if you're here, but I'm seeing a different you, and I know that we now need to be guarded. We need to be careful with you until we're able to determine where you really stand. But for me, I made up my mind already. I don't know. I know it doesn't mean anything to you, but I mean, you're definitely not for justice. And rolling with Sammy Jojo to the extent of this emotional outburst, both of them have been moles working in our midst. So guys, those of you that are still moles that are working with us, I pray for a safe unveiling for you too when your time comes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama. Oh, Superman, are you there? Superman? Or should I continue? Superman 007.
Super Vibe,
Yeah.
are you there?
Yeah, I can
I'm
hear you.
here.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. First of all, I came up to just because I've been out like a couple of maybe twice now, a couple of times, but I've not been able to probably maybe because of work and stuff, busy schedule. So I've not been able to really explain some things, put things in proper perspective. Now, let's get something clear. Supervisor, I want to ask you a question first. Am I able to just express myself as far as I just want to say truth? Is that okay?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna call things for what it is. This is Jack speaking. So I'm gonna
Don't
call
curse
it.
anyone. Don't curse anyone.
No,
Don't
I'm not gonna
swear.
curse anyone. I'm not
All
gonna curse
right.
anyone, but I'm just gonna put things the way it is. If that is okay.
Yeah, go ahead. It's okay.
Okay. First of all, you see, I'm always concerned about the public as far as this issue of Mohbad is concerned. And when I say I'm always concerned, I mean their mental health, because a lot of people are clearly not protecting their mental health at all. And I understand how much they want this justice, and I understand everybody wants it. But you cannot, because of that fact, because how badly you want justice, and put your brain, and not put your brain to use. You cannot allow anybody to help you use your brain. You have to use your brain constantly. Do you get? So now, first of all, I want to talk about this because my own issue is this. My own issue is this. when the real progress, when the real mechanism that will lead to Mohbad getting justice, when it eventually presents itself or surfaces, the public would have been so milked out to the point that nobody will be interested. They'll be like, look, we're done. I'm not interested. Because certain individuals have been allowed to prey on the public. And that is always the same thing I was saying when the Mohbad gang, I've been the only person that has never in this movement, just check my history very well. I've never made any mistake about anything I say or anything I've said. I've been the only one that never supported Baba Mohbad leading that movement. I said that was an error, and the whole thing was going nowhere. Until date, it never went anywhere. I've been the only one that first of all said inquest was set up to defraud the public of Mohbad justice.
Sorry, Superman, is this Jack? Is this Jack?
This is Jack. This is Jack.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Go
This
ahead.
Jack. Yeah, it is Jack. Superman. So I've been the only one. At some point last year, when I watched the game, everybody was playing. All of these key actors were playing. I said again that the so-called DNA that Baba Mohbad was clamoring for was telling the public, this is what I want. And when I get this, I will be able to say or to tell tentatively who buying Mohbad. I said that this DNA will never, if it happens, they will never give you the right result, because at that point I saw a different energy. I could see that there is a synchronized energy between the government, the wife, and even the so-called the family of orientation, which is family of Mohbad, mom, dad, brother, sister. I saw it, that these people behind the scene, they have now had some kind of meeting, and they will tell the public and everybody, it's none of our business, it's our business. DNA is family issue. It is, and indeed, it is family issue. So now at this point now, this is what I'm going to say. Concerning, I've seen a lot of behavior from certain individuals, and I'm so disappointed. Especially it's coming from this kind of people, because these are people that I used to think they stand for something or they stood for something. But now I can see that they stand for nothing. Everybody is just here to either for, I mean, I'm talking about most of these platform owners, either to continue milking, making money, or to continue getting publicity, or bringing, how will I say, bringing traffic to themselves. Because now, look at this. I have been hearing this letter of presidency, and this is the thing. If I write a letter to your office, Super Vibe, let's not even say to office. I'm just saying, let's keep it, I like to move from known to unknown. Now, just the same way I wanted the government and the police to move from known to unknown in finding the killers of Mohbad. You have to move from the house first. You have to start with the people that were present in that house when the guy was bang. That is how things are being done. That is how investigations are being carried out all over the world. So now, this being said, I'm gonna say it now. I write a letter to your office. You are the CEO of that office. If I write any letter to you, your office will receive that letter. Acknowledging the receipt of that letter just shows that we indeed receive your letter, that's all. And you get an acknowledged copy of that letter. That's what that means. That does not mean that your letter stands for anything. That does not mean that they're going to work on my letter, the letter I submit to you. That does not mean that because you acknowledge receipt means that you are interested in whatever it is that that letter is all about. So get that clearly. If the company, your company, if you're interested, I'm using your company now because invariably I'm talking about the government now. Okay? So now, if your company is now interested in what, or is ready to to join me to do whatever it is that I'm requesting in that letter, you will now write another letter to me. There will be another letter that will be written to me, sent to me, stating clearly that we having received this letter, and having gone through, we are interested in doing this. We are interested in carrying out investigation, or in doing this with regards to your letter. That is the copy of the letter that you can now be holding to show anybody as proof that these people have committed themselves to doing this. That is a proof. Supervisor, can you hear me? I don't know if I'm talking to myself.
Go ahead, my brother. I can hear you. Go ahead. Everyone is listening to you. Go ahead, please.
So that is now a proof. It is a proof. You see, what I've seen so far, I have heard certain individuals, certain platforms, even saying that they themselves.
Sorry, Jack. Let me just borrow a leaf from what you're saying.
Okay.
You see, about this presidency letter of a thing, I think we've gone beyond that. Maybe you can take us forward from after the presidency issue. So,
okay.
we've gone past the presidency issue. We've success.
Where are you now?
Where we are now is the arrest of spending, and what's it called? Damola and Wumi went to Abuja as well. So all of those things, and those who just the way forward on J4Head.
Yeah. That's very good. That's very good. Now, what I'm going to say with regards to that is this. You see, I'm a kind of person, I'm a realist. I have said this times without number. I am a realist. I've had a criminal case with the government before. I pursued a criminal case. That's what I'm saying. And I knew what happened. I know how the government of Nigeria operates. I know how Lagos State in particular operates. So now, you see, Nigeria, there's a systemic failure in Nigeria. And this culture of fish eats fish, fish eats fish and stuff like that. All of these things go on in Nigeria. So now, what I'm going to say with regards to this is this. If anybody is being arrested, and let us be very careful, mindful, when we use the word arrest. Look, what happened? If any individual, whether underground or whatever you call anybody, I'm just saying, I'm not, with no disrespect to anybody now, get me right. So, if anybody puts in a petition against Wumi, or against Damola, or against what's his name called spending, if you put in a petition, now what are the modalities? What are the mechanisms of being worked out? Now, if I write a petition against you, Supervibe, it's not like it means really nothing. To be honest, if I write a petition against you, I can petition you. You can write a petition against anybody and write to Abuja. You can write a petition to the office, directly to the office of what's it called? What's the name called now? Can you remind me, please? I have too many things in my head right now. You can write a letter to the office of what's it called? Inspector General of Police. You can do it against anybody. And when you do so, this is what happens. The police, they're going to invite those individuals. They're going to invite them for questioning. Underline it. Invite for questioning. They're not going to arrest you. It is not an arrest. So when they invite you for questioning, because they want to question you with regards to the ingredients of that petition. So when they ask you, oh, look, this was alleged against you, So what happened? Can you tell us what happened? They will take your statement. Do you get? So immediately you step into that police station or headquarters, whatever you call it. Now, as the case may be, you are never going to leave that place unless somebody takes your bail. You have to go on administrative bail. That's what it's called. You have to be out of that place. It can be your uncle, it can be your lawyer, it can be anybody. So, yeah, so it can be anybody. Extended, it can be an extended person that will stand for you, for them to give you an administrative bill to leave. And when you leave, if there is any reason or need for them to quote you in the course of the further investigation, they are gonna quote you, re-invite you again. They will put a call through the IPO and they will say that they need you again, and you have to present yourself. So it is not arrest. People should stop saying that arrest. Stop saying this. People should stop deceiving people. That's not arrest. If at the end of the day, let me tell you something. 100 people can write a picture against you, Superboy. For as long as at the end of the day, there has to be what do you call it now? There has to be facts. There has to be real facts at the end of the day. If at the end of the investigation, police do not have sufficient evidence. Evidence can be in form of, it can be documentary evidence, it can be audio, it can be visual, whatever. If they do not have it against you, that petition is dead. That case moves nowhere, because for that case to move to the legal department of the police, it has to be that the what do you call it now? The IPO, that their own jurisdiction, their own office, because they've got different offices there. It has to be the he or she has properly done investigation and she is able to get evidence that indeed this person committed this thing, this, and then they will submit that their own report, the report of the investigation. They will submit it to the legal department. The legal department is usually headed by an OC Lega. OC Lega will look into it and say, oh, indeed, there's a case established against this person. And then assign that case to a lawyer, a police lawyer in their own department to handle the case, who will now prosecute that person, that individual. That's when you now see that the case will be in court, high court, or whatever, as the case may be. So what is going on now? The fact that somebody wrote or writes a petition against anybody and the police invite that person does not mean anything, does not mean that the person is arrested or anything. No. What I want to see happen, let me tell you something, Supervisor. Listen to me, quote this thing that I'm saying. You see, since last year, since I ever stopped coming out to talk again, sometimes I just listen to what people are saying. I was waiting because I know that everything that everybody is doing, everything that people, or let me say, things that people were doing at that point in time, I knew it would lead them nowhere. People just love to be deceived. People love to be lied to. I have said it. The only way Mohbad can get justice, and this is not political because I said something on the radio, but one guy, there are different people. People's, our level of comprehension it differs, man. Because sometimes if someone says something to me and I have no idea of what you're saying, I'll be interested in asking that, look, you said this thing, I'm thinking in my mind that you're going political now. So can you just expatiate on that area? Can you tell me what you mean when you say that? This is not being political now. It is only if anybody wants to say that you are sleeping eternally, that you will say that the hands of the government, some powerful people in the government of Nigeria, they are not involved in this case, in rescuing the perpetrators of this crime. It's only if you just want to lie to yourself, or you just want to close your eyes, or you just want to act, I don't know. That is the only way you say that they are not involved. They are involved. Tinubu knows about this case. Look, some people in the presidency, they are involved in this case. The governor in Lagos, they know what is going on. They know the people. Yeah?
Jack, God bless you. I love where your submission is heading to. But I want to ask one question here. How are you sure that Tinubu knows about the case? How sure are you? Because you sounded so sure.
Okay, let me say this. When I'm sound like this, it's not like I'm sounding. This is not like someone is short. Look, Super Vibe. Let me tell you something. Look, sometimes, yeah. You just look at you just take look you just take a very good look at things and you get something. Look, when they say immediately when Mohbad's case happened, when I heard things that happened and the players, the key players, the role they played, I just knew that some people, I just knew that these people killed this person. I just knew it because when when if somebody dies, the people around that place, look, there is no reason for you to tell even a single bit of lie. There's no reason. Let me tell you now, Super Vibe, look, if the government of Nigeria, if the government of Lagos, if indeed they wanted to solve Mohbad's case, if there are no powerful people behind this thing, look, that case will not take 2 weeks. Forget the fact that that scene was not caught enough. Forget the fact that it wasn't caught enough. The fact that it wasn't caught enough, they were still surmounting. There were overwhelming evidence stating that this guy, one thing you cannot deny, that the guy was murdered in the house. It was fine in the house. And people were present there. So what is stopping you? What is stopping you from doing forensics on their phones? What is stopping you? What is stopping you from writing to Apple? And Apple will furnish you, and I'm still going to say it again, it's only the Nigerian police that can write to Apple. They have that jurisdiction, they have that responsibility to write to Apple all over the world. That's the police of any government. And Apple will furnish them with everything they need from the iCloud. They know these things. You see all of these games, all of this nonsense that is going on, all of this, some 3 seconds or whatever. You see, sometimes I just love this public.
Sorry, Superman.
I'm listening.
The question that the host asks you is that how are you so sure?
Angry now.
He knows about it. That was the question.
You just came up and you just talk.
Okay. Okay. I was going somewhere, but since you're like pressing me to go to that. Okay, now there's the thing. If the government, Lagos State government and the Nigerian government, if there is nothing they're really they're really trying to cover in this case, the question you should be asking yourself is that why did they not carry out full main investigation in Mohbad's case? Why did they stop the police at preliminary investigation? So we think it was you that stopped them? No, it was the authority, the government themselves, that stopped the police. Otherwise, the police would have launched into what is called main investigation. There is difference between main investigation and
Jack.
And sorry,
brother,
let me just say this.
My brother,
And,
1 second. 1 second, please. 1 second, please.
Okay, go ahead.
I want us to get ourselves very right. Okay. You said something that the president know about the case. So that was the only reason why I asked you, how sure are you that the president knows or have anything to do with the case? That is the question I asked.
Don't get me wrong. What I said, don't get me wrong. When I said the president, do you think the president doesn't know anything about this case? I'm saying, just like every other person who in Nigeria will say that, oh, I didn't, who in authority in Nigeria will say, oh, they didn't hear about Mohbad case. First, I mean that. Then secondly, what I'm saying is this: some people, this government, the whether you call it the presidency, whatever you call it, or Lagos State, they are protecting some individuals. They are protecting some people that perhaps, if the real perpetrators of this.
Jack, are you saying Tinubu is protecting somebody in Mohbad case? Is that what you're saying?
Super vibe. If you know me, if you know me very well. If you know me
Stop.
very well, I'm
Stop.
not the type that fears anybody in Nigeria or that fears the Nigerian government. What I'm telling you, look, sometimes talking. Or you just wait. Can you wait? Can you wait, please? Can you wait? Sometimes you do not need. Wait, can you listen to me? Can you hear me? Or I will stop if you don't want me to talk. Continue. I will
Can
just
I
stop.
help you? Can I help you?
No, no,
Okay,
no. Go
please.
ahead, Jack.
Go
Jack,
ahead.
go ahead. Jack, go ahead. Go ahead, please. Go
Oh, you
ahead.
want me to go ahead? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
Look. Okay, look. Look, the handwriting is
Calm
very
down,
clear.
Jack. Calm down. Breathe in and breathe out. Just calm down, okay?
No,
Just calm down.
I'm calm. I'm just looking at the best
Let
way
me take
to
cold
say this to
water.
you.
Come on, let us help
Yeah.
you now. Calm down. You know, so before they go put on for troubles. Very simple. Now, calm down. You know, so before they go put on for troubles. Had commanded attention. The case of this boy dying had a lot of notoriety. A lot of people heard about it. So therefore, very simply, the special advisor to the president for media would definitely, he has to keep loop. So he will be in the loop of it. Now, the question is, does it attract so much importance to the president for him to have to act on it? That is where you have the jurisdiction, which is the Lagos state, would have to take that. If there was anything that was very, very, alarming, say for instance now the terrorist thing going on, that you have other presidents from the country like Trump, if that one gets his direct attention. But is he aware? Of course. The special advisor for media to the president must be in the loop of such things. There's a time where this boy's case, there was a, what do you call it now? That's walk they had. Is it protest or walk? That one they did in Lagos, they did in other cities. Even in New York, they had a billboard. That's enough attention for the president to be aware. Now, it's a different thing. Does it command him having to literally say, I am coming out to to speak on it, or I am authorizing this? That's a different story. Simply put. Jack, don't.
Thank you, Han.
Done.
Thank you, Han. Let me just come in because it's because of that question I came in. Well, let me take over from Han. When the case of Mohbad happened,
I think you are flagging.
Arike, can you mute, please? When the case of Mohbad happened in 2023, there's no doubt, everybody will agree with this statement. Mohbad case is a global case. It's all over the world. That is number one. Yeah? Secondly, Mohbad was the first person to be exhumed in Nigeria, in the history of Nigeria. That gives you another red flag that Mohbad case is global. Now, when we are talking about the presidency, do they aware of the case of Mohbad? I'm going to take you back to Berekete. One of the ministers came when Joseph Aloba was at Berekete live program. And the man said he is going to deliver the message of Berekete regarding to the case of Mohbad. We shouldn't deceive ourselves. Is the presidency aware of Mohbad case? The answer is yes. But the question is, do they really want to investigate the case of Mohbad? That one is a separate question. That is the simple answer, Super Vibes, because we don't want to put words in Jack's mouth. Everybody is aware that Mohbad case is global. I mute. Thank you.
Please, if you may permit me, aristocrat, I want to apologize. I didn't mean to badge in, but the host was asking a question, and it is specific the way the host put it. And Andy, if you think you have answered it, no, you haven't. The host can, with all due respect, ask Superman the question again. It is simple. The question was not directed to Andy or what's her name, my dear sister. It was directed to Superman, Jack. And the host was brief. That was where I said, this question is so brief. It doesn't require. Andy answered it precisely, but the problem is that it doesn't. The question was asked by the host if Superman Jack, it was direct question to Superman, not general question. He didn't ask, did the presidency knows about it? He asked if Superman is sure the president knows about it. That is what brought me up.
Okay,
If I'm
okay.
wrong, Superman,
Sakuma,
I mean
I want to ask you a
Supervisor.
question. I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. Why this? Okay, this is my question to you and to any other person that shares that opinion that you're sharing, because some questions for me, they kind of like the way they come across to me. I'm like, oh, really? So now this is a question to you. Why are you all saying? Why is everybody saying that the people in that house were Mohbad fine? Why are you all saying that they know something about the death of Mohbad? Why are you all saying that? Were you there? Are you sure?
With all due respect, Superman Jack,
Yeah,
my brother, I
yeah,
have nothing to say about that. I only listen to the question that supervisor ask you. I
yeah.
has nothing to do with anybody.
It's
But
okay.
whether you know that
It's
the presidency knows about it,
okay.
Andy has partially answered it in general form. But supervisor ask you directly your name, Jack Superman. That is my
Okay,
not general.
Jack, hold on a minute. I'm going to turn that question over to you. You, Sakuma, do you think the president of Nigeria knows about Mohbad's case?
I don't know. I have no clue. And that was
You
what
have no clue.
you know. I don't know because I'm
You
not in the
don't know.
presidency. Yes, I'm not in
Are
the
you
presidency.
honest to yourself? So
By the by the God
you
who made me.
think the president of Nigeria is not aware
Do you
of
know?
what happened in his country?
Do you
Are
know
you
how
what you
many?
are trying to
Do
tell
you?
me?
I used to be close to a governor. I won't mention his name. If you know the amount of things they have to undo in a day, in a month, in a year, I wouldn't know. I
Please,
cannot tell you.
please,
Hold on,
please, please,
Sufi.
please,
I cannot
please.
tell
Let's
you what
stop
I
it.
don't know. You are not stopping anything. This is a common human
Okay.
brain sense. I don't know because I wasn't there. I'm not part of his entourage.
So, with what happened in Nigeria as a whole, for Mohbad to be exhumed, you think, and this happening in Lagos, and Tinubu is from Lagos, and you think
I rest my
president
case.
that he
See,
has not even heard it. Please,
supervise,
sometimes don't deceive yourself. Please, you all continue
supervise.
talking.
I rest my
Please,
case.
don't
Thank you.
deceive yourself.
Okay,
Supervise,
okay,
just a quick
Sakuma.
one.
Okay, Ferity.
Just a
Before,
quick one.
okay, go ahead, Ferity.
Okay.
Before Jack will continue.
Okay, so let me just help Mr. Jack. Is President, I'm not even going to use president, is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is he aware of the case? In capital letter, YES, yes. But is he of significance to his presidency? That's the main answer, is no. Whether he get justice or not, he has no threat to his presidency. We should know the kind of man, the kind of president we have. If it's something that threatens his candidacy for 2027, of course, it's going to be of interest. But is it of significance? That's the main thing. Different things can happen, so a lot of deaths can happen, but if one death, if it is not a threat to your position, to your throne, you will pay close attention to it, and that is why we are still here. If not, you would have gotten justice long time ago.
Say
Thank you.
something. Can I say something? You see, what you just said right now, do you know why he doesn't feel threat? It's because of our behavior. It's because of our behavior. That's why Tinubu don't feel threat and Tinubu feel comfortable. If we, the public, do the right thing, I don't think Tinubu will not be threatened by what is going on. And that right thing, we need to change the page for Tinubu to answer questions.
Okay. Good
We,
evening,
the
everybody.
public, we are the cause of why Tinubu is not feeling threat.
Okay, Jack, you can continue so that
Okay.
Mr. Andy can. Okay.
Sorry, before Jack continues, Susie, I love what Ferity said. Is Tinubu aware? Capital yes. There's nothing that goes on in this country that the president does not know. But is he of significance? That's a very good question. Is he affecting national security? That's a very good question. Does it disturb the street of Nigeria? That's a very good question. People die every day in the northeast in thousands, in hundreds. That is of major concern. That's what he's dealing with. Are people the only thing present? Oh, what is going on? IG. Is there anything what's going on over there? IG. Everything is all correct, sir. Lagos State is on top of it, sir. We are in court, sir. The judiciary is taking care of it, sir. That's the end of the matter. That is the end. On the street of Nigeria, nothing is happening. I'm telling you, my brothers, don't be casual. Nothing. It's not shaking a local government chairman. It is not shaking a
Chairman, do you know why it's like that? I'm going to be interjecting some people that want to say, oh, nothing is happening. You see, do you know why it's like that? When this case started, do you know how much money they put to buy this case over from the public? I can say it with a full chest, with under the sun, under the rain. A lot of money a lot of open check has been given. So when I see some people talking on justice for Mohbad, some people has taken their cut off. They are taking their check and they are working for their paymaster. If Mohbad's case is not that important, wallahi, the kind of money they spend to silence this case, they will not spend it. So don't cajole anybody and say, oh, no. The case is very, very important for those that don't want to be exposed. And they have used their money to buy their way to silent people. And who are these people? The public.
We are both talking about the president Tinubu being aware of what is he doing. That's where I'm taking it from, not the general thing that we all of us know about. No, that's not what I'm talking about. If President Tinubu asks IG, I'm hearing noise, what's going on? IG will say, oh, Lagos State is on top of it, sir. Oh, the matter is already in court, sir. Once you say a matter is already in court, there's nothing anybody can do anything about it again. Because you will have to allow judiciary to finish this matter, which means the executive have done their own bidding. They've submitted to the court. Everybody will wait. Even if it takes court 20 years to determine that matter, there's nothing anybody can do to that matter anymore. It's already before the lordship. And whatever that is before the lordship, all hands. In fact, they'll tell you can't talk about it anymore.
Okay,
so that
Chairman.
is the position of things.
So the two people to you now, the two people that the government has recommended, you are okay as a public, you are okay by those two people and you don't want to challenge government for their doing in this case. You see, there are some things, there are some submission we are not supposed to be giving.
Hold on, Susie, we are trying, don't let us mix this thing up. We are talking from the procedural issue. I am not talking of the content, the matter itself.
You see,
on this platform, we're talking of the procedure.
Let me say it. Let me say something that I can shut my mouth. You see, the bottom truth here, right? The public, we are really trying, but are we doing it in the right way that will affect the government? No. If we started doing it the right way to affect the government, we will get a better result. But are we doing it the right way? No, we are not.